3, 2, 1. Alright. I've messed up this intro 20,000 times because I keep saying the wrong stuff. Or the one time I was doing really good and got through half of it and ended up saying something by accident, which wasn't correct. And I know how to edit things, obviously, but it's too much work sometimes to take something out of the middle of a sentence. So I'm just gonna restart and hope this one goes well. Anyways, today it's the 14th of November, and right now it's 7:40 p.m. And when I originally started this, it was 7:26. So that's how many different tries it's taken me so far. I'm gonna be talking about the executive branch today. The executive office, everybody knows it as the president, the vice president, the cabinet, but not everybody knows details about these. Of course, each one of these, the president, the vice president, the cabinet, they're all very important. They're very important in our government. The executive branch is a very important branch, but that does not mean that if a president were to be elected into office and let's say they were the opposing political party of which you voted for, it doesn't mean you're doomed. It doesn't mean they're going to create a whole bunch of laws, because they can't. They can't have all that power. There's checks and balances. It's obviously a very high role, but you're not exactly doomed just because they're president. The roles of the president is to either enforce or veto a law. They're also commander-in-chief of armed forces. And these are both important because you don't want Congress to just write up a law and then it just automatically become a law. It's important for the president to be able to look at it and be like, yeah, I don't like this, or be like, yeah, heck yeah, let's get this to be a law, and then sign it. That's why it's important that's why it's important. Anyways, the vice president, obviously the vice president supports the president. It would be weird if you had a vice president that was opposite of the president. The vice president can become president if the president were to die, or if the president was unable to serve in any way, the vice president would become the president. And the vice president is also over the U.S. Senate and breaks ties in Senate votes. So the vice president serves some important roles in that part. The cabinet are members that serve as advisors to the president. It includes the vice president, heads of executive departments, and other higher-ranking government officials. So, the cabinet consists of many different departments. So it's important. They're also important because these departments are very specific, very important for the government. The cabinet members are nominated by the president, and they're also approved by the Senate. So that's why it's very important for, the president also serves that role in nominating cabinet members. Just ignore my phone ignore my phone. My friends are texting me. Anyways, those are the main roles of the executive office. So, the next thing I would say is keep an eye out for my name, Autumn Gilderoy, running for president. Vote for me. Go tell your friends to vote for me. Tell your mom to vote for me. Tell your family to vote for me. Tell a stranger to vote for me. Put my sign out in your yard. And I'll catch you guys next time.